tend to construct what I would call a kind of moral thought experiment around the defense of Taiwan. And if we put at the end of that experiment avoiding a nuclear war between China and the United States, then the moral question is always fairly straightforward. It's pretty clear. You do anything to avoid Armageddon, obviously. But that doesn't tell us anything, firstly, about how we would get from where we are today to a situation where China and the United States are launching nuclear missiles at each other. It assumes that not defending Taiwan would divert those powers from that scenario, although there are many other scenarios that could create that situation. And it doesn't say anything about what happens after Taiwan is abandoned, what happens when it's annexed, what happens to regional security, what happens to our capacity to export and to import, what happens to China as it tries to absorb what becomes immediately by far the richest part of China, and with a long, long history of aspiration for self-determination and democracy, right back to the beginning of the colonial period, the Japanese colonial period. There are just many, many unanswered questions there. And so although we can say, let's not get into that war, that doesn't answer the myriad of other questions that we would immediately face in that situation.